2016 April 23rd, a milestone journey for each of your children in our school. And today we are here to celebrate this very day, and it gives us immense pleasure as a Gurukul family to welcome each one of you gathered here. Parents, grandparents, teachers, and our beloved principals. We are very proud here at Gurukul, our IBDP team, to present before you the graduates for the year 2016. We will now have the processional march as we welcome our students who are receiving their citations of honor from Vishwashanti Gurukul. And as a mark of honor, I would request all the parents to kindly stand as our children march in. A major milestone, the completion of their IBDP program. And we here at Gurukul cannot stop smiling, looking at our dear children who came here as kids and are going out as adults, well, almost adults. Programs with something which is very unique only to our school, that is the World Peace Prayer. A prayer initiated by the visionary and founder Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karaj sir to inculcate the values of peace amongst our children. So I request everyone to kindly stand as we begin the ceremony with the World Peace Prayer.
जय जय स्वसंवेद्या आत्मरूपा देवातुति गणेषु सकलासुमति प्रकाशु गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ईशावास्यन्दं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीथाः मा बुधः कस्यचित् धनम्। तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। सर्वेऽपि सुखिनः सन्तु सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित्
great philosopher Socrates. Such is a journey of knowledge, never ending. And today we gather here to mark a milestone event in this journey of our beloved students. Graduation Day, a day where we celebrate the journey thus and set sail these young ignited minds into the future. I, Winnie Abraham, would like to welcome each one of you gathered here today. Firstly, I would like to begin by welcoming our beloved principals seated on the dais with us. Mr. I. Venugopal, Principal, Secondary. Well, whatever I say about sir will be less, and I have to be very careful because I have to answer to him after this about everything that I say. So, sir for us is a motivator, and his management techniques are quite unique. I remember when I first joined the school and when he was addressing us new teachers, he told us, don't come to me with a problem. Come to me with the solution of the problem and I will make it happen. And those are the values that Sir likes us to build, to become independent and to use our skills, our knowledge, our techniques. And that is the best kind of teaching, I would say. And that is the tradition that we follow even here at Gurukul, expecting our children to find their own answers, and which frustrates them quite often when we keep questioning them. But it is a proud moment for us that with this journey of 2 years, now they have started finding answers, and most importantly, they have started asking their own questions. Secondly, I would like to welcome our ever smiling, ever caring, ever comforting presence in Gurukul, that is Principal of Primary and NYP Coordinator, Mrs. Rama Shinde. And anything I say about ma'am wouldn't do justice to what she does over here. And many a times, even without saying anything, just one bright smile cheers us. And something that I really appreciate about ma'am is that she would acknowledge each person in Gurukul, be it clean tech, be it our little tiny tots from the primary and EYP to all of us. Something that we miss today in our rush is smiling at each other. And every time we look at Rama ma'am, we remember to smile. And I hope, children, that you, as you go forward, will not forget to smile. Next, I would like to welcome our dear parents. It's your efforts, it's your guidance, it's your constant support that has brought your children to this day. And of course, we thank you for choosing to trust us, the Gurukul family, with your precious jewels. And we have all 35 of our precious jewels seated here, though we have not referred to them as jewels before this, but today, children, we can proudly say that you are our finest jewels and we are very proud to send you into the future. Next, I would like to welcome our teachers, and without whose efforts, sleepless nights, biting nails, pulling hair, this day would not see its light. Each of the DP teacher, and not just the DP teacher, are students who have started their journey very young with us from PYP to this day. All the teachers along the way have guided them and brought them here, nourished them to be the people that they are today. Last but not the least, I welcome our dear batch of 2016. This day is in honor of you stepping into the future. So can we have a big round of applause for our dear students? So once again, I would like to welcome each and every person gathered. This has been the signification of the lighting of the lamp, which is a traditional event in most of our ceremonies in India. And here, in an educational institution, it is even more symbolic, where we brush away the ignorance in our students to the light of knowledge that we impart into their lives. And for the lighting of the lamp, I would like to request our principals, our PYP coordinator, Mrs. Prasanna Vemuri, our IBDP coordinator, Mrs. Evelyn Sheen Singh, and our PTA chairperson, Mrs. Gupta, to kindly come forward and light the lamp.
per your choice. So, right, what a contrast, but we enjoy both. See, life is not all about only work, work, work. You need to have a combination of all these things. You need to party hard, you need to relax, you need to plan, you need to de-stress. So all these are important aspects of life. Sorry for my bad throat. I was just asking few students, what should I say? What you would like to hear. So they said, because sports is pretty close to my heart and also pretty close to many of you. Right? It will be better if I give you an example, something related to sports. And this is an era of biopics. If you see Mary Kom, Bag Milka Bag, Airlift, and now Azhar movie on. So sports have a lot to teach us. Right? It's not only about the physical fitness or just playing for the sake of playing. It has a lot of valuable messages which we can actually go into. How many of you know Michael Phelps? Oh, very good. That's nice. And which sport he is into? Swimming. What is his greatest achievement? 8 medals. 8 which type of medals?
Gold.
8 gold. Where? In Commonwealth Games?
No, Olympics.
Olympics. In which Olympics? That's pretty good. Still you remember. In 2008 in Beijing Olympics, Michael Phelps has won 8 gold medals. That's true. And it's not as easy as or as simple as it looked like. Let me tell you just an incident. I don't know, some of you might be aware and some might not be. Just a few months prior to the Olympics, right, Michael Phelps, while sitting in the car of his friend's car, he slipped and he broke his wrist. Right, just before months, where all his colleagues and all the other national athletes of different countries are doing laps in the swimming pool, he had a plaster in his hand, and in swimming, even apart from legs, even hands play a very crucial role. And any other person would have definitely said that an untimely injury, bad luck, stars are not favoring and anything, not Michael Phelps. What he did instead, right, he went back to the pool, and where all the other swimmers are doing laps across the pool, he started just kicking the water, just lying at one end of the pool very hard with all his anger, frustration, whatever it is. And the beauty is that he has won 6 medals in Beijing Olympics. The 7th medal is all about, it's a 100-meter butterfly. If you can check the records, it's a 100-meter butterfly race which he was doing. And the difference between the gold medal and the silver medal is the 100th of a second. The difference is 100th of a second. It's so less, so marginal the difference is. And the video recording, when all the Olympic Committee later saw what's the difference, right? They saw that the other person, I don't remember his name starts with M, somewhat from, I think from Spain or something. But when they saw the video, they saw that the other person, while coming to the fag end, he just did not do any additional kick, whereas Michael Phelps gave that additional kick what he was practicing when he had a broken hand, and that gave him an edge because he practiced so hard with his legs. That has helped him in reach that get the difference of the 100th of a difference edge, and that gave him the 7th medal, and later on he went and won the 8th medal. So the bottom line, what I'm trying to say here is that we all will face some sort of problems as we move further in life. Some may be emotional struggles, some may be financial struggles, or some struggles may differ in different forms as you move further in life. What happens later depends on what you do when you are in struggling state, right? So many of us usually when we are in a state of struggling, we give up or we find frustrated or we blame stars or we blame someone or we blame the circumstances. This is a usual trend. This is usually. If you want to be great, what you need to do is that you need to focus. You should never give up, and you should, I read a quote long back, a winner never quits, a quitter never wins. So it's very apt. You need to be very clear about what you want. Once you are determined what you want, so it's very important for you to focus. First have a big goal. I always say dream big, right? And after dreaming will not take you there. You all have an advantage that you all come from a very successful families. I believe in DNA. Right? My grandfather was a teacher, my brother was a teacher, my chacha was a principal, so I am also into it. So you all come from a very successful families. There is no doubt that you will be definitely successful. But how much successful? You should grow beyond than what you are current at this stage, right? So remember this Michael Phelps story, that when this has happened with a great person. He is a great athlete, a great swimmer, he's a great sports person. He just practiced so hard. He practiced so hard with his legs, and that has, so the outcome after the struggle, what you want, mostly depends on what you do when you are struggling. So don't give up. You ask any successful person, they will tell you it's a bed of roses. It's never a bed of roses for anyone, right? So please remember this. As you move further, nobody is going to again tell you or guide you henceforth. Nobody is going to wake you up for a morning wake-up call, or nobody is going to chase you for your IA deadlines. It's your self-discipline. And one more small important thing which I think will be useful for you. Whenever you land up in this state, try to recollect what we have said here today, all the teachers have said. Your success also depends on how well you use your free time. It's not how well you use your professional time. How well you use your free time, it matters a lot. Whether you plan it or you de-stress yourself, it's also important. So these two things you remember. First thing is, don't ever give up in whatever state you are. I read one quote, I think I'll end with this: when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. So remember that and always move ahead in your life. And definitely I'm sure that you'll be successful. Your alumni, our alumni set of students were pretty successful. In Gurukul alumni, they are really doing good. I'll give you two examples. One day one of our 2006-8 batch student came and he said that, "Sir, I've started up a waste recycling company and mine is currently ranked 3rd in India." I said, "You go back and come when you are first." I said, it's not, another student, I think last month, I don't know the name of the car, you will know better. Is there any car with L? Lamborghini? What is that? What is that? Lamborghini. Ah, yes. One of our student, he said, he came last month. He said, "I am the youngest owner of that car." How much that car costs?
Minimum 2 to 3 crores.
Yeah, he has bought a higher end version of around 30 crores. And he said, he has started on his own. He has started a business. I still remember when we went to Hong Kong with the student excursion, we were sitting and we were discussing. I was telling him that the base what you have, I said you should move further from what you already have. And he started on his own and he came and he said that, "Sir, I am the youngest owner in India of this car." And I felt so happy. And he loves cars. In his home he has 26 cars. So this is the 27th one. But happy that he has bought on his own. So the alumni are doing good. So in 2-3 months you are going to be an alumni. You will also do good. But please remember, whenever you face any struggle, remember that Michael Phelps story and don't just give up. All the best. Have a great evening and great day.
Thank you very much, sir. And most of our students know, but something that is unique to sir is giving messages through stories. And somehow, even if we forget messages, the stories stay with us. So hopefully the message stays with the story. And children, I hope you understand what expectations sir has from you. Well, no pressure, but yes, we do expect great things from you, and we know you are capable of doing great things. Which brings me to the next event, that is passing of the flame. Now, how many of you have heard the Greek mythological story of Prometheus? 2 people? Okay. How many of you have heard of the movie Prometheus? Okay, that also we've not heard about. Anyways, alright, so as the mythology goes, the Greek gods created this earth, and they created all the beings on this planet, and each of the animals had something to protect themselves. So they were very happy with what they had done, and they sent Prometheus and his brother to have a look and to see all the creations that were there. So Prometheus, when he came on the earth, he observed all the animals, and then he observed man. And he found man to be the weakest, because he didn't have fur to protect himself, he didn't have claws to take care of himself, neither did he have sharp teeth. So how would he take care of himself? How would he protect himself? So they went to the gods and they asked them, now how can they take care of themselves in such dangerous environment where there are wild animals, where there is cold, where there is hail, where there is fire? How will they take care of themselves? The gods were very proud of what they had created, and they kind of shooed away Prometheus. So Prometheus took pity on man and he decided to help man. So what he did was he stole from the fire of gods and he gave it to man. Now what was this fire? This is the fire of knowledge. And it is knowledge that has brought our race, the human race, to what we are today. And as a symbol of this very thing, we have this ceremony called the passing of the flame, wherein Rama ma'am, as a representation of our institution, will symbolically be passing on the flame to our students. Now, before I invite the two students, I would like to say a few words about them. Coming forward to accept the flame would be Shrishti Agarwal and Astha Mathur. Shrishti has already created history as being the first Gurukul student with 4 HL subjects. Now, to the parents, I'm not sure how much, what you understand by that, but if you look at our children, 3 HL subjects itself bring sweat to all of them. So 4 HL and Shrishti, I don't know if you know this, but I overheard a conversation between a couple of grade level students. For their farewell arrangements, they were asking, who's this Shrishti Agarwal? अरे वो है ना जिसने 4 HL subject लिए हैं. So that has quite become your identity, and she has a mind which is quite unique and very different, and we have definitely valued her being amongst us and self-motivated. We haven't had to do much. We have just needed to be there, and she has done most of the work, and we are proud of you for that. That brings me to Astha. Well, she has been the face of Gurukul within the first few months of coming into our school, and as she won the Horlicks Whiz-Kid Championship, and where schools from all over India were participating. And she later on went to represent India to Spain as a part of this very Whiz-Kids competition. So she is pretty much the all-rounder. You'll see her dancing, acting, organizing, into art, and even academically she's one of the forerunners, and it gives us also immense pleasure that Astha, you had some time to spend with us and you undertook this journey with us. So now I request Astha and Shrishti to come forward and take the flame from Rama ma'am. If you have knowledge, let others light their candles with it. This was said by Winston Churchill. And children, as we pass on this flame to you, we are putting this responsibility on your shoulders to go into tomorrow as responsible citizens. Because as it's rightly said, with great knowledge comes great power. So we believe as move further, but scale the pinnacle of success, and in doing so, not be oriented just for self-success, but also take care of those around you. This is the symbolism, the representation of this flame that has been given to you. Graduation oath. And I would request the children to repeat the oath after Rama.
Dear children, good morning. I want you to say each and every word from your bottom of your heart. We, the students of Vishwashanti Gurukul, do on this day, the 23rd of April 2016, solemnly vow to honor, respect and treasure all the values we have acquired during our journey through school in our lives ahead. in our lives ahead. We will forever strive to remain inquiring and caring people. Who help to create a better and more peaceful world. Through intercultural understanding and appreciation, we will always respect the diversity that exists in the world around us. We promise to remain lifelong learners, compassionate towards our elders, peers and all those sharing the world with us. We will always remember that our other people with their differences can also be right. This we were as we leave the institution that has inculcated these timeless values that will define us in all our lives to come. All the best, my dear children. Be a good human beings first. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone present here today. Good morning, everyone present here today. Whoa, IVTP is finally coming to an end. These 2 years have been the most challenging and fun years of my life. I have developed more in these 2 years than in my entire schooling. IB has taught me many things, but most importantly, I've learned to value time management. As they say, you never realize how important something is until you lose it. And I can say it with absolute certainty that each one of us present here has lost it at some point or the other during IB, courtesy procrastination. However, the procrastination has also taught us how to work under immense panic and stress. Not necessarily a bad thing. A roller coaster. This is what my journey through Gurukul has been like. There have been some gut-wrenching lows along with exhilarating highs. The amazing teachers, parents, and my little sis have supported me during the lows which allowed me to reach those highs. I am sincerely grateful to you all. Guys, guess what? This has just been the tip of the iceberg. The loops are yet to come. Life is going to bring us down worse, but we must never give up. It's like Rocky Balboa had said, it ain't about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Each one of us can win if we have the determination and surround ourselves by the right people. Another thing I would like to add is the lows that make us and the highs that might break us. So, we should not pity ourselves or point fingers during the lows, but work through them, and eventually we will reach those highs and develop into better people. However, we must not become complacent at the highs and forget those who have helped us reach them, as all of it can easily be lost. We should be determined during the lows, and humble during the highs. I remember in the beginning of the year, I read this quote by Steve Jobs saying that the ones who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who do. I am crazy enough. Are you? Finally, one last time from me. 3 teachers for Gurukul. 3 cheers for Gurukul. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Thank you.
I still remember I have taught Kanish in grade 11. He has gone from a meek little boy who would sit with his head down and talk very timidly to someone who can boldly stand in front of an entire gathering and address them. And we've really seen Kanish grow, like literally and otherwise. He's grown to be one of the tallest boys in our batch, but what stands out about him is his hard work, and we have really pressurized him. We have put so much pressure on him, and his resilience is mind-blowing. Like, you can just keep on giving and giving work to him, and he will never step back, and what I like is he's always willing to try. And Mr. and Mrs. Jagtap, you should definitely think of writing a book on parenting, because we always wonder how did you manage to do this with both your children, and it's really wonderful. It's really wonderful to have had Kanish as our student, and we are sure that tomorrow we are already very proud of him, but tomorrow there are going to be new levels of pride that we are going to reach. And it was actually ironic that he spoke about procrastination, because he doesn't procrastinate. But he said that to connect to everyone present here. And what I liked is that he's ready to be crazy. And in IB we associate craziness with the ability to take risks and do things which are beyond convention. So be crazy, Kanish, and wish you all the best for your future. After Kanish, we have our very dear head girl, Miss Mehak Gupta, and I would like to invite Mehak to please come and speak to all of us.
A few years back, I was promised by my parents just 1 year in boarding school and then I could be back home. Precisely 6 years, 8 months and 22 days back, I came to Gurukul with honest hopes to be back home within a year. Who knew one day I would call this very place my home? A very good morning to one and all present here. Well, I'm truly proud to say now and will be in the future that I belong to Vishwa Shanti Gurukul. It has given me the perfect platform to evolve, experience and achieve. Earlier, taking inspiration from my role models, to this year, myself becoming an example. I have developed emotionally and have learned the true sense of bonding with teachers and friends. I have traveled through all the blocks and each corner of the school has a specific share of memory for me. I remember the same year I joined in 6th grade, I learned the synthesizer, I started learning Bharatnatyam, I became the PYP house captain and was exposed to the extracurricular activities whose names I hadn't even heard of. I was a quiet child, though good in academics, I was shy to voice out. Well, now that I am an IB graduate, I have learned to overcome this weakness. Initially, I was scared to think. IB helped me think beyond what was out there and question myself. Now, before I make any life decision, I question myself in the same way I would if I were writing a TOK essay. I have gotten a chance to look into myself and challenge myself. I have gotten the experience on how to push myself when I think I have reached the limit. I have learned to juggle different types of work in a very limited time period. Though stressful, this is manageable with the right kind of support. I understood that there's so much more to French than just vocabulary. There's so much more to art than just drawing. There's so much more to English than mere reading. And of course, there's the omnipresent TOK. Sometimes my mom actually tells me, "Hey, stop being so critical and don't drag TOK everywhere." Now that I'm moving out of here, I'm a little more confident and a lot more critical. Each year in the school was filled with numerous experiences. I have made the most amazing friends for life and have slowly become part of the Gurukul family. There's so much more to talk about my life in Gurukul. I neither have enough words nor enough time. So to conclude, I would like to quote Amandine Dupin, who very nearly expresses what I wish to say. Il n'y a qu'un bonheur dans la vie, c'est d'aimer et d'être aimé. The only happiness in life is to love and to be loved. I guess this quote says it all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mehak. I remember last year we were having an impromptu speech competition organized by the English department, and I very clearly remember that Mehak and Kanish had hid in some classroom so that we don't drag them out. Kanish succeeded, but somehow I got Mehak, and she tried her best, almost into tears, that "Ma'am, no, please, ma'am, I don't want to do this, ma'am, please don't send me." But I used some emotional blackmail, and I sort of told her, "For me, Mehak, just for me, you will go and just try. Even if you don't win, it's fine, you'll just go and try." And she did it. Though it was a terrifying experience, she did it. Mehak is one of the strongest people at her age her maturity. It's very rare to see children who are so mature, and the thing with her is you can never really see on her face what is going on inside. So even in the most difficult, most challenging times, she has managed to keep that calm in her self, and I think that is something that she gets from you, Mrs. Gupta. And I see that reflection of you in her, where she can manage to keep that smile, and still, it really, you have to really poke her to get her talking and to, help her to like ease out. But we are very proud of you, and again, one of our most brilliant students. And we all of us have really pushed her to the point of frustration, to the point of breaking down. But then she has come out successful through all of it. And tomorrow we know that wherever she goes, she's going to make us proud, and she's going to make her family very proud of her. And Rohan, thank you so much for coming. She was really hoping that you would come. So I'm very proud of you, Mehak. And though before the speech, she was like, oh God, I have to speak. But I don't think any of you realized that when she was speaking. Well, that's what Mehak is all about. And wish you all the best for the future, Mehak.
Good morning to one and all present here. I, Viraj Babras of grade 12, stand here with mixed emotions, the happiness of graduating today and the sadness of leaving all my dear friends and this school. In these few years at Vishwashanti Gurukul School, I have had plenty of memorable experiences which will never be forgotten. My teachers were a great support and a constant motivating factor for all of us. Our IB teachers have been like a backbone for all the IB students. We all have had sweet and sad experiences with each other, but at the end of the day, we did care for each other and did support it for each other in every possible way. Am I right, guys? Yes. On behalf of all grade 12 students, I would like to take an opportunity to express our sincere gratitude to all our teachers who all with their unconditional cooperation and support have always been a source of inspiration to all of us. And Venu sir, we'll never forget the extensions of the stories which we used to give to Prajwal and me, and hope we'll give more in future so that we can learn more and become a successful person like you. In all the classes, we used to have fun by all the ways, but more fun in Math HL class. Because the peculiar actions which Gopi sir used to do helped to drill even the most difficult mathematical concepts in our brains. Whenever we, especially Prajwal and me, used to do silly mistakes, Gopi sir used to be like, oh, बाप रे क्या हो गया इन बच्चों का? Similarly, this used to happen with Savita ma'am also, where she used to correct my mistake by torturing me with a false statement that Babros are not as sweet as Ambrose. But I used to counter ma'am by saying that no ma'am, I'm as sweet as Ambrose still. We will never forget all these actions and fun we had in all the classes, which provides a healthy environment and also helps us to acquire future goals. At the end, I would like to thank all the teachers, especially the TOK teachers, Gopi sir, Pushkar sir, Rohit sir, Savita ma'am, Jaya ma'am and Rajnikant sir, who were able to teach, handle and tolerate all the nonsense stuff done by the students like Prajwal and me for such a long time. Am I right, teachers? A sincere thanks to our beloved principals and all the non-teaching staff as well. Now I would request all the 12th grade students to give a huge round of applause to our principals, teachers and parents without whom we would not be where we are today. Thank you.
And why I call him the apple of our apple of our eye. Virat is one of the most transparent people I have met so far, kids especially. There is no cover-up as such. Whatever it is, he will say exactly what he thinks. There is no politically correct, there is no masking things, there is no putting things in a correct way. And from day one to today, every day he has been yelled at by us for his uniform. Every day he has been, and his timing is impeccable. Whenever he's up to some mischief, some teacher will be there. So others will equally be a part of that mischief, but it will always be Viraj who gets caught, rather. But in all this, we really, really love Viraj for the person that he is. And Gopi sir, I think he chose your example because he really loves mathematics so much. And if you ask him who his girlfriend is, he will say it's maths. Ma'am, it's not just girlfriend, I'm married to maths is what you will hear Viraj say. And we hope that in the future, you will make your name big in mathematics, and that will make Venu sir very, very happy, because he definitely aspires that one of our students becomes the next big person of the world of mathematics, and that I'm sure that day Venu sir will have a very big smile on his face, and we are sending you into your career with that little expectation of being great in mathematics. Okay? All right. So thank you so much, Viraj. Big round of applause for him. Okay. Next is the flash of our class. Any guesses, kids?
Yes.
Yes. I would like to request Yash Mahadik to please come forward and speak to us.
Game show. I would like to welcome all the respected guests, teachers, and my fellow batchmates. I stand here to tell you guys, we made it. Yes, guys, we survived. We did all IAs, all extended essays, all theory assignments, and whatnot. Think how far we came, individually and as a batch. Change came to us in both ways, physically and mentally. 2 years and few paradigm shift, here we stand on our graduation day. I still remember the first football match, the first 100-meter race, the first badminton match, and of course, me coming first in everything. No, I'm not bragging about myself. Okay, I may be. I remember the first class held by Evelyn ma'am, and I remember my first crush, my second crush, and figuring out that I was the problem. Okay, let's not talk about it. Undoubtedly, our batch has created history. We are the first batch to win. We are the first batch to win Taisi off the grounds. Throughout this journey of Gurukul, I learned a lot about destiny. I would like to quote Lily from How I Met Your Mother. We don't build destiny. Destiny builds us. Though the future is full with uncertainties, but once my honorable friends once said, the road to light goes through darkness. Guys, I know we all have been working hard since the start of the academic year. But once the 12th grade is done, the life will be changed. It will have lots of up and downs and lots of darkness. But look at the brighter side, guys. No more extended essays, no more reflections. Okay, jokes apart, I would like to say that don't strive for the materialistic success. Strive for the things which are worth striving for. Strive for the real success lies within creating worth in other people's life. So do that. And I would like to quote the philosopher and the street poet Drake. Started from the bottom and now we are here. Hence remember guys, no guts, no glory, no legend, no story. Thank you so much and congrats. Bye. And I would like to call all my dear friends to join me in a song.
To all our batchmates, and especially to the guy sitting right there. Yeah, it's girls on something. Okay. So you guys can sing along, the lyrics will be on the screen. And if you know the song, we can, yeah. All the planes we flew, good things we've been through. But I'll be standing right here talking to you. Life's not the past. I know we love to hit the road and laugh, but something told me that it wouldn't last. I had to switch up, look at things different, see the bigger picture. Those were the days, hard but forever pays. Now I see you in a better place, see you in a better place. You both go out your way and the vibe is feeling small, and what's small turn to a friendship, and friendship turn to a bond, and the bond will never be broken, and love will never get lost. And when brotherhood comes first in the line, never be crossed, established it on one, and the line had to be drawn, and that line is what will be, so remember me when I'm gone. How can we not talk about nothing that carries all that we got? Everything I've ever been standing on my side. And I ain't gonna be the last time. So let the light guide your way. Hold every memory as you go. And every road you take will always lead you home. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. We've come a long way from where we began. Oh, I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. When I see you again. When I see you again.
The song or the music, but our emotions speak instead of that over here.
Come here, and none of them are professional singers as such, and this is probably the first time they have sung on stage. But what you guys mean to them is what they wanted to say, so I think they deserve a bigger round of applause. So let's just give them a big round of applause. Well, Yash, what you saw happen over here, that is Yash. He is never alone, he is never thinking just about himself. I think sometimes the problem is that he cares more for others than for himself, and that lands him into trouble. But if I can point to one person from this grade and say that this guy genuinely cares for his friends, that would be Yash. And from the first year to now, we have seen Yash change a lot, grow a lot. In the first year, we have all yelled at him in all possible ways. He has been up to all kinds of mischief and in all kinds of trouble. But the second year, the way he turned around, and I saw that after one visit from his father to our school. And Mr. Mahadik, I must tell you, the bond you share with Yash is very rare nowadays. Like, it matters. It matters to him what you and his mother think. It matters that he makes you proud. And another thing, well, I was telling Yash is something that I find special about him, and most of the teachers would agree with me, is that He's extremely honest. So even if he's done something that he shouldn't, he will admit it. And not only that, he is clear with his heart. That's why he doesn't control his emotions and try to be all rough and tough, which is very rare. Only someone who is genuine can actually do that. And like Yash said, he was 5 feet something when he came, and now he is shot up to such a good height. He's very proud about that. But he still goes and stands next to Kanish and wonders when will he have a body like Kanish. Yash, I'm sure you'll get there if you want to. And we're very proud of you, Yash. And one message we have to you is, don't change. We don't have honest people nowadays, and you will make a difference with your honesty wherever you go. So Yash, wish you all the very best for the future. Last but not the least, I would like to call upon Nupur Kabra.
I remember it just like yesterday, when I walked into Gurukul and had no idea that this is where I would study the next 2 years of IBN, or these were the people I will spend my time with. But when I stood in front of the dome, looked around and soaked in the pleasant and warm atmosphere, some part of me just knew it, that this was the place. Well, about 2 minutes later, I walked into the wrong block, but that doesn't matter. Good morning to one and all. On behalf of my grade, I, Nupur Kabra, would like to share my memorable walk down the Rajpath. Although it has been only 2 years, I have grown to love this place, and when I stand here, millions of memories flash through my mind, but I honestly don't know where to begin. My experience here has been a complete roller coaster, just like the path from our school gate to our block 6x1. And while every beautiful journey has a rough beginning, so did mine. Coming from a different culture altogether, initially I found it difficult to get used to. But soon I gelled in with the people and realized what a good Lord they are. From being extremely shrishti to a Tane, an Aarti, or simply being kind at heart, each one is different but holds amazing talents nonetheless. Despite the innumerous fights, disagreements, we always came together to tackle difficult situations. I still remember the last-minute panicking for our TOK presentations or TIC, where suddenly those pointless fights didn't matter. We were simply representing our school, and that's how we won it 2 years in a row. And how can I forget strolling by the refectory to simply greet the charismatic Sodexo support, helpers, or bus drivers who made me feel at home with the warmth that they exhibited. But as I walk from the refectory with a heavy stomach, I trip and fall. This is where I find teachers who help me get back up, make me see my strengths, motivate me to be confident, and believe me, if I wouldn't be able to talk in front of an audience today if it wasn't for them. While I walk out of Gurukul on the same path I began with, I not only take along with me great lessons for life, but also the horror of IB. Suddenly, the number 7 is going to give me goosebumps, or the graphic display calculator will become my mobile phone. While English has taught me to analyze more than the author himself, art has definitely taught me to think out of the box. But rather than ranting on about all the workload and negatives, I must appreciate, because who knows, IB must be watching, how IB taught me to think in a more practical and abstract way. Today, I still may not know why the blocks are called 6x1 or struggle to spell baccalaureate right. But what I do know is that in this place we all came together, laughed, cried, and learned to be leaders of tomorrow. So to the class of 2016, while I've always wondered why byes are considered good or why a farewell is celebrated on a happy note, I now know this is because it is not the end of a beautiful journey, it is only the beginning, and this is our time to shine. Thank you.
Nupur, her trademark is getting lost, but that is just because she's the owner of such a mind that is filled with creativity, and her ideas, her way of expressing her ideas is, well, it blows off our mind quite a few times. And personally, as one of the TOK teachers, I have enjoyed my conversations with Nupur the most, though we would agree to disagree on many issues, she having her views, me having my views, but the way she thinks is something what helps her stand out of the crowd. And a major part in that is, I would say, the credit goes to her parents, because she comes and tells us the kind of conversation she has with her parents. So that kind of backing when a child has, the child is sure to do wonders. And honestly, Nupur, I like the fact that you are lost, because then you have this beautiful world of yours that we get to have a glimpse into once in a while through your art, through your TOK essay. And the world needs people like you who can think beyond profits, think beyond immediate gains, but think about where can things go further. What is it that we are not seeing? What is it that we need to see? So we believe that you can show everyone what we are not seeing and what we can see to make this world a better place. That is what is the IB mission statement, and that we send our children not just to become successful, but to make this world a more better and a more peaceful place. And that brings us to the end of all the valedictorian speeches, and all of them have struck a chord with each one of us in one way or the other. And though the 5 of them spoke here, but they are standing here for 35 who are seated in front of us, and I'm sure all of your children would echo in their experiences in what they have shared. Most of you have lived those experiences, though each of you has had your unique share of experiences. Once again, we are very proud of you, and we wish you all the very best for the future. Now we come to the moment that we have been awaiting, the most important part of the graduation day ceremony, that is the bestowing of the certificates. And to do the honors, I would like to request our IBTP coordinator, Mrs. Evelyn Sheen Singh, to please come forward.
Good morning, children. It's wonderful to see you all look like ladies and gentlemen, so I will address you as ladies and gentlemen and not as kids anymore, because you look like that. So please give a round of applause to yourselves for sitting so quietly and doing so well. Srishti looks delighted, because from here it does look like Hogwarts a little bit. Okay, so I deem it an honor to stand here and call out the citations. I would like to tell you all what exactly the citations are. These are little thoughts that we teachers sat together, thought about you, and tried to use our best poetic skills and write beautiful words about you all. I hope you all appreciate it, and I hope you all understand what we are trying to say. So we start with, in the order in which you're sitting, I would like to request Rama ma'am to please come forward and do the honor of giving the citations to the kids. We start with Nupur. Asta Mathur. Anudala Tanki. Till she reaches her goals. Ayusha Singh Chaudhary. Assertive and vibrant, Ayusha is hardworking. She has a poetic flair and a unique way to look at life. She leaves no stones unturned. Shivani Rupani. Shivani has an amicable and happy-go-lucky spirit. She's always willing to walk the extra mile. Rahi Joshi. Bubbling, cheerful, with a pleasant personality. Sachi Turpe. Aarti Balekar. A girl with an innocent smile, a cheerful, distinctive and creative skills. Resham Dhanunga. Caring and empathetic. Resham is a true friend in need, a passionate Odisha Datwarya. Colorful and creative, Amisha is quite a risk taker. Her magnanimous approach to life always lands her among the stars. She's sure to chase her dreams. Color Ravi, the fashionista of the grade. He's always Ronak Singh, helpful and generous, grown-ups to the cares of life. Rigved builds his own reality and Prajakta Savas. Anvita is caring and open-minded. She has a vibrant personality and loves to put on her dance. She is lovely. Purva is a complete people's person. Advantage. Girl Zanga. Courageous and friendly. Arbaaz Jamal. Optimistic. Srishti Agrawal. Balanced and principled. Srishti has a knack for perfection. She is in our memories. Smriti Badanoy. Creative, Khalid Prasad. Ardent and resilient, he has scaled the heights of success. Soham Zilara. Soham is polite and a boy of few words who makes his presence. Viral Karkas. Prajwal Patare. Intellectual, organized and always compassionate. Priya is smiling and jaunty in his disposition. Who takes life with a ready stride and courage.
Results also. Isn't it good? Yes.
Madan Malhotra. Light-hearted, empathetic to the needs of his peers. Jay, he shares a good rapport with his peers. He's passionate about the place. Zealous and dashing. Yash is the athlete of the grade. Caring and sheer courage that comes his way. I request everyone to give all the
Before I move on to the next, so Yash.
Gurukul was the place where I made my identity. Last year, where I used to cherish a role model called Mukul Sawant. I wanted to be like him, a personality so soothing, so calm, so composed. But I feel this year I achieved it somewhere. Sports gave me a big hand in it, helped me in it. Sports made me understand what life is. Through football, I understood how to work in a team, how to take your peers and achieve the goal. Badminton gave me how to make a decision. While the cock is in the air, you have 1 second to think where to hit, how to hit. In 100 meters, it's all about planning, which I am not so good at it. But still, I made it through. I came first in it. Not without dying. Everyone in the whole grade had some difficult decisions in the whole IBDP career. For me, it was Manali. I was lagging behind my TOK essay, and my dad said, yes, you should go for the trek. But somehow I felt that my TOK is a priority, and somehow I just skipped the Manali excursion and stayed in Gurukul alone. And really, ma'am helped me a lot in it. Thank you, ma'am. There are some teachers I connect to them really fast, like Venu sir. Venu sir was always the motivator in my whole IBDP career. He was there with me to motivate me. Even in my failures, he used to show me the positive side of the life. So thank you, Venu sir. And my dad has always been the person I look up to. So thank you, Dad. And thank you. Before coming to Gurukul, I thought I'll be all alone here, like no friends, nothing. But there was one companion with me, Tayan Afade. So thank you for their being here. Thank you so much.
Well, like I told you about him, he's very honest with his emotions, and he will let you know exactly what he feels. And many a times, most of us try to cover up what we exactly feel, but he is out forth with his emotions, and we love you exactly for that, Yash, and we're very, very proud to have you with us. I think one person in the teaching group who has truly known each one of these children sitting here in and out and seen them through the baby steps into IB to taking big strides that they are now with their final exams. One woman who has been ahead of it all and very quietly, very calmly stayed behind the scene always is our DP coordinator, Mrs. Evelyn Sheen Singh. And today is a very proud day for her. And I would like to request ma'am to kindly come and speak to you.
Thank you, Rimi ma'am, for your kind words. I would like to use this as my last English class to you all. How many of you saw the Google Doodle today? Yeah, what is it, Srishti? Yeah, it's the 400th anniversary of William Shakespeare. Okay, so it's a very special day for me, being a big fan of William Shakespeare. But I thought I should share a few life lessons that in Shakespeare's words. Okay, so I'm not going to bore you all and ask you to annotate and take down the meaning of words. But there are a few things, and I was sitting there listening to what Venu sir spoke, what Rama ma'am was asking you all to do, be good human beings, what each one of you spoke about in each of your speech. Like Yash also said, a very important lesson. And as you all walk out of this school, as you all leave us and enter the world, it is going to be very, very difficult to maintain honesty. Shakespeare said that it is the biggest legacy that anyone can carry with themselves. Now, it may not seem like a big deal now, but later on in your life, when you turn back and you look at every point that you gained, every mark of your IA, every mark of your written assignment, and when you know that you have worked hard for it, and when you know that each and every percentage is yours, it will fill you with great, great pride. And you will appreciate why we have pushed you all to be so honest, sometimes really painfully honest, right? Yes, because I remember when Ayush Goyal came back, even Venu sir was there that time, and he came back after he got 44 points. He was standing on the steps of 5x1 and he said that the most important thing that he found in Gurukul was the honesty with which things were done. He felt proud that every single point in that 44 belonged to him. So I want you all to carry that message in your heart and pride yourself in your intellectual property, pride yourself in your creative ideas, keep acknowledging and don't forget MLA format ever. Another thing that I want you all to remember is that Kanish spoke about it, is being punctual. Yeah, Shakespeare says it's better to be 3 hours early rather than a single minute late. And I think you all must have realized that how every single minute is very important. Don't leave that lesson behind as you walk out of IB. If you think that these were the deadlines and you're done with deadlines for life, no children, you still have a lot, many more deadlines to face in life. So be prepared for that. Another thing also which I was thinking, and Venu sir did speak about that in his speech, is again, Shakespeare said that your destiny does not lie in the stars. You hold the stars in your hand. So your destiny is in your hand. So you are in control of what you do. If you remember, whenever I send you all mails, I do say that nothing works unless, yes, nothing works unless you do, right? You cannot blame circumstances, you cannot blame the context, you cannot blame things around you, things that are beyond your control, but you can control things, you can change things. So it's your graduation day, it's the eve of your farewell. So, but I would want you all not to forget that few days away you have your examinations and things are still in your hand. You can push that 5 to a 6, you can push that 6 to a 7 if you work a little hard, if you remain a little focused. Don't settle down for mediocrity, don't settle down for the average. I say that being happy with the average is the biggest curse. Haven't I told you all that before? Because no one sitting here is average. If you look at your citations, not each, every single citation is unique, right? Look at the person sitting beside you. Is there any similarity? hardly any similarity. Each one of you is unique, each one of you is special, each one of you have strengths. So please use those strengths, please use that uniqueness. Don't forget what you are, but also don't limit yourself by thinking that this is what I am and this is what I will do all my life. You never know what you can do unless you go there, take a risk and try something new. So all the best to all of you. God bless you all, and remember, we love you all. No matter what the result, we do love you all. So all the best.
Thank you so much, Eagle ma'am. You know that whatever ma'am says, she won't say it unless she means it. And every word that came from her is meant to go straight to you and straight to your heart. So keep her message with you, and that honesty that she spoke about, I also feel is something which is very rare, which is very unique, and strive and build your way with that honesty. Thank you so much, Eagle ma'am. And guys, I think she deserves any guesses? So here's the video, your graduation video. Just wait for the technician to come and adjust the sound. poem by Maya Angelou. The poem is called Startling Truth. When we come to it, we, this people, on this wayward floating body, created on this earth, of this earth, have the power to fashion for this earth a climate where every man and every woman can live freely without sanctimonious piety, without crippling fear. When we come to it, we must confess that we are the possible, we are the miraculous, the true wonder of this world. That is when and only when we come to it. With this poem, I declare the ceremony dissolved, and I would request Ashima ma'am to offer the vote of thanks.
Thank you very much. What an emotional moment for all of us. I can see most of you are crying after watching the video. And trust us children, that's the same feeling with all of us present here today. On behalf of MIT Vishwa Shanti Gurukul IBDP fraternity, it is my privilege and it gives me a great joy to propose the vote of thanks. At the outset, I would like to thank all our parents for taking time off their busy schedule and be by the side of our well-deserved graduates. Without their support, this ceremony would not have been feasible. I sincerely express my gratitude to Mr. Venugopal, our principal, and Ms. Rama Shinde, principal primary and MYP coordinator of our school, for constantly encouraging our graduates. I thank all support admin staff, IT and refectory staff for supporting us in one way or the other to make this graduation day a success. I also extend my thanks to all IBDP facilitators for their enormous cooperation in the organization of this event. I must mention our deep sense of appreciation for all valedictorians for their wonderful valedictory addresses which were straight from the hearts. And last but not the least, our Gurukulian graduates May 2016 batch for their harmonized and well-behaved conduct throughout the ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, before I end my speech, I would like to wish my dear graduates all the best, as all of them will enter into a new world, participate in the next society and travel the road ahead. Once again, congratulations all graduates. You all can give yourself a big round of applause. Thank you. I call upon Vinima.
We will end with the national anthem. So I request everyone to kindly stand for the national anthem.
भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाए तब जय गाता जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य